There's a law humming beneath everything you do. It's older than applause, stronger than judgment, quieter than any rulebook. You can call it balance, call it justice, call it cause and effect with a long memory. Every choice leaves a footprint, every avoidance too. Life doesn't keep loose ends. It files everything in a ledger. Not someday, not in some mystical afterlife, but now, right here, written in the texture of your days. This isn't karma in the sky, or a cosmic scoreboard tallying sins. It's the simple fact that no one can live your life for you, and if you try to outsource it, the bill always finds its way back to your door. Think of it this way. Muscles only grow when stressed. Skills sharpen only when practiced. Trust deepens only when it's kept. And shortcuts, they bite back. They don't just vanish, they boomerang. Laziness compounds into anxiety. Flattery curdles into self-disgust. Borrowed certainty hardens into fear. The rule is savage but fair. Every act rewards itself. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, but always. Reality isn't sentimental. It doesn't care about your schedule. It cashes the check whether you've budgeted for it or not. Every benefit carries a tax. Every tax hides a benefit. That's the deal. Attention gives you visibility, but it also leaves you exposed. Comfort gives you ease, but over time it erodes your strength. Discipline feels heavy in the moment, but it builds the freedom you'll need later. Truth costs courage, but it gives you the priceless return of self-respect. Try to pocket the perk without paying the price, and life will balance the books for you anyway. The invoice may be delayed, but it never goes missing. That's why cheating, faking, or playing small feels expensive, even when no one else calls you out. Because you do. You know the debt. You feel it collecting interest. Imitation is identity debt. Every time you copy, you whisper to yourself, "My own signal isn't enough." Every time you conform against your conscience, you trade clarity for comfort. There's a piece of work inside you that no one else can produce. It doesn't matter if it seems small, strange, or ordinary, it's yours. And if you abandon it, the world stays underfunded. It isn't just that you rob yourself, you rob the rest of us. Because the work only you can do doesn't get replaced. It just doesn't get done. High life runs on opposites. Inhale, exhale, rise, fall, give, take. So does character. Your envy points toward your calling. What you admire too much in others is a clue. Your fear points toward your growth. The edge you circle is exactly where you expand. Your defeats strip away the fantasy version of you so the real one can step forward. Loss isn't a cosmic insult. It's a recalibration. The system nudging you back toward balance. Not painless, but purposeful. Unreturned favors, unspoken truths, undone work. They don't disappear. They pile up. And that pile has a name: anxiety. The cure is embarrassingly old-fashioned. Do the thing you said you'd do. Speak the truth you're afraid to speak, without cruelty. Return what you owe, whether money, effort, or apologies. Adults who sleep well know this secret. Pay as you go. Not to be nice, not for morality points, but because peace is expensive, and this is the only way to afford it. Everything has a cost, and pretending otherwise just delays the bill. High office costs privacy. Comfort costs options. Courage costs comfort. Genius costs approval. You don't get to skip the expense, but you do get to choose the category. Here's the twist. The right kind of hard pays you back with interest. Not in applause, but in capacity. Not in followers, but in quiet power. Not in comfort, but in calm. If you stay chained to your past self just to keep others comfortable, you betray your present self. Growth is allowed. Change is allowed. Contradiction is allowed. And being misunderstood, that's just part of the receipt. Your job isn't to make your path obvious to everyone else, it's to make it real. And here's the strange, generous side of it all. When you stop begging the world to sponsor your soul, the world starts cooperating. Not all at once, not always in the way you pictured, but doors open. Tiny ones, strange ones, sometimes just enough to keep you moving. Because you're finally dealing with reality on reality's terms, and reality always respects those who pay their bill.